Oh, hello, YouTube. For the ones, I forgot to edit a belated Merry Christmas on my app here. So, belated Merry Christmas to everybody out there, day after Boxing Day over in UK. That means everything you've always wanted for Christmas, I'll guarantee you right now, back at the stores, returning every single item that now you say you never wanted. We got what we want anyway. We're keeping what we want. And I'm happy with my gifts. It's hard to send back a gift card. It is a $100 gift card, but we got plans to use it someplace else, which is good, because that'll help cut the cost of our final, what we planned, I talked about in last night's live stream, and that. I wasn't sure I was going to go live today because there's a weather system coming through. As you can hear, it is windy today. The winds are coming from the southeast. It's going to bring back warmer temperatures. But once it starts raining, I'll put you guys away. If it snows, I can live on. I can live with the snow, but as long as it's not too heavy. I may be in Buffering Central. I've always had buffering issues up and down the street. I should learn not to go live on the street unless I'm coming home. I'm always buffering on this side of the street, not that side of the street. We're gonna walk through our route today. We'll be coming down here at the end of this road. We're going to take a left, then an immediate right. We're going to walk out towards the riverfront. We're going to walk on the riverfront today because it's warm enough for me to do it. I forgot to wear my new gloves, just in case my hands get cold, but I don't get too cold today. I got a new pair of gloves, so that's going to help live streams in the future. Now my battery power is going to be run differently. I started this live stream at 90% power. And I'm going to eat up a lot of power because it's cold weather. Last night I started a live stream in the apartment last night. I started around at 65% power and we ended around 25%. But almost ran 2 hours during warmer weather, when we had a nice warm weather and that. We are walking off the holiday meals. Boy, we had a lot of holiday meals. We got leftovers, but at least our leftovers are today that we're having. I don't know if I'm going to feature on the channel or not. We have plenty of turkey left, so we're going to make hot turkey sandwiches. I got done running to the store. Actually, I bought turkey gravy. You can't have hot turkey sandwiches without turkey gravy. And I didn't have turkey gravy yesterday, knowing I was going to eat a lot of it today. So I bought a couple jars of turkey gravy. So we're gonna have hot turkey sandwiches today when we get home. But I don't know if I'm gonna feature on the edited video or not, but we'll see. Things can change along the way. It is overcast today. We're at 39 degrees Fahrenheit when I went live. It might be colder as we get towards the river. Usually major waterways, temperatures comes down a little bit. We're just coming off a hill, so we're more cooler at higher elevations than lower elevations. Every time I'm walking in amongst the town, I drop about maybe like 100 feet in elevation, and it's like a 1 or 2 degrees difference, technically for some reason. I guess lower elevations, the warmer it gets, they say. There's a person up that way, walking up in the cemetery. I guess that's their walking route for today. I should take you guys up in the cemetery one of these days. There's a special grave up there that is known locally. We did feature it on the channel back in our early days, our cemetery history. That was the cemetery we did it in. today. It sounds like the wind maybe shifted. If the wind shifted, it's coming from the north now. It's coming from the north-northeast. If it is, the microphone is that way. So the wind's blowing this way, and my microphone's on this side. Unless I aim it to a different direction, then you guys will hear the wind more. That's another thing I want to invest. Is a wind muff. I can get that out for Amazon. It fits more phones. Yep. There's a wind gust. Plug your ears. That's another thing I think I want to invest. But I don't know how much coverage it's going to be when I have to see a screen. But at least when I read my text on the screen, like you see my hand, all the text I read is on this side. And that's where my extra camera is on this side. So my rear view, my selfie cam, it's on this side pointing me. That's where I get most of my messages from your chats. We're going to be getting on the sidewalk here. As long as I don't have security issues. I had security issues one year. Actually, it'd be coming up about 2 years ago. I got caught with a so-called security person was threatening to trespass me up and down the sidewalk. And under the ordinances, it's a public sidewalk because up here there's a crosswalk. Like I said, overcast day, a little more traveling today. People's on their way home. How was everybody's Christmas? Unless you're at the local stores, I bet you a lot of people's at the local stores returning their gifts. Oh yeah, they tell their loved ones, oh yeah, this is what I always wanted for Christmas. I always wanted this for Christmas. Then they take it to the store and tell the store clerks, I never wanted this for Christmas. I think in my whole time receiving Christmas gifts, I only returned one item. And the reason I returned the one item, it was like 2 sizes too big. I was given a t-shirt, and it was a 4X. If it was a 3X, I probably would have kept it, but I wear mostly 2Xs. You know, 2X, 2XLs. Yeah, I do wear an occasional 3X. It all depends on the maker of those shirts, usually. But if it's too big, I'll return the item and exchange it for another one. But if they don't have another one, identical and smaller sizes, I'll just get the next best item. That happened quite a few years ago, so. I'm surprised Angie hasn't popped in. Because she's home doing laundry. She's not with me today. We're gonna cross here. We're gonna wait for this one more car. You know, they're going home. They're going home a lot quicker than they should. And we're gonna hang a left. Because it's easier to get to the riverfront by going this way than the other way. I don't know when was the last time I went live down this way. It's been a while. Hi Angie. Got the laundry done, ma'am? Miss America? Miss ma'am? I'll be making an edited video when I get home. If Angie doesn't really spoil it, but we had major changes on the apartment complex in the last couple weeks, which is great. We're going to talk about it in our edited video, which I'm going to do at home. I can't show you what it is, but I can talk about what it is. but not on this live stream. I just don't want to ruin an edited video. Yep, all done. I thought I'd just come out early tonight. Or actually not tonight, it's this afternoon. Chuck, it's not tonight. 12:18 p.m. Central Standard Time. Barking dog across the street to our left. Just walking off the holiday meals. I had a big helping of turkey last night. So did Angie. We did not have dessert. We were just too full. We were snacking on the, we ended up eating we had almost a full bowl of Chex Mix that Angie made for the Christmas parties. Between her and I, we ate almost all of it. Talking about pigging out. And Angie's relatives noticed when we took over to. Okay, you don't know nothing. Okay, that's good, Angie. Be like Sergeant Schultz on Hogan's Heroes. I don't know nothing. Nothing. No, nothing. You didn't see nothing. Some of Angie's relatives saw my Apple phone for the first time because I did not go last year because I was sick. So they will see my iPhone for the very first time. They were impressed with it. I finally upgraded. And the first question they asked was, how's your live streaming? And I said, a lot better. I do buffer every so often, but not as severely as it was on the track phone. I mean, it was just horrendous. Now it's much better, more smoother, and all that stuff. Everybody will be running the Christmas lights up till New Year's Day, unless someone's starting taking some of this stuff down today. Take advantage of the warmer weather. When we get to downtown, let's take some bets. How fast will they take down the Christmas lights downtown this year? Because on average, they wait till February or early March to take them down. They don't take advantage of the warm weather in January to take them down. The snow plowing budget is probably pretty good for the rest of the year. Because they had to plow, they didn't hardly do any plowing at all this year. I don't think no one did any plowing. Because the snow was here and gone. And that was back in November, just before our holiday train. That's the last time we had snow. Nope, we did not get a white Christmas this year. But as I'm saying, a forecast, we could get a white New Year's. Everybody seems like the Christmas light special I put up had some good comments on it. Not a whole lot of views because we were live last night, so it kind of take away some of the views on that video. But check out the Christmas lights. I did a couple houses that was new. One is somebody we knew, and the other ones we knew a couple people, so it was okay to film. But the First Amendment auditor will always, and the reason I did it for Christmas, I don't normally stand in front of people's houses because it's the Christmas lights. You know, you want to show them the Christmas lights, how pretty of the job they did. Show them the Christmas lights on the channel. They say that's one thing, but when you stand in front of the house and trying to get an arousement I don't go for that. We had, I don't know if he's still a subscriber to the channel or not, but he got butthurt a lot that I would refuse to film around the schools. Reason I'm going to be filming near the school or the Head Start over there is because they're not in session. It's closed till later next week. I normally would walk down that way if I was walking the block over. We're heading to the riverfront. City buses are running day after, as always. Normal hours. They did not run yesterday. Of course, they did not run Sunday because Sunday they don't run buses on Sundays. Word has it, the city is not running a bus around town again this year. They just can't get enough sponsors for it. The bars are not stepping up. Other businesses not stepping up. So now people are fending for themselves to get places. So it makes it hard for me as a YouTuber. I got to go an opportunity to get out and about New Year's Eve to do a live stream someplace. And I can't do it because it takes me longer to get there because now I got to walk to get there. I really should invest in a vehicle. For that one person that wants to film a school or Head Start, there it is. But the problem is, he's not a subscriber to the channel no more because I refuse to film the schools when it's in session. That's why I don't go by it and edit the videos. When I do edit videos on this block, I don't try to film at the time when school's in session. I only film at schools when they have a sporting event. And we did two, my school and Angie's school, because of the football game. And the kids thought we should film more public schools, just for him. I don't know. Just think, we're in late December and spring is in mid-March already. Wow. Mid to late March will be spring already. Think spring. Last year at this time, we were at Zub. We were like 40 below zero. That's wind chill. It was like 12 degrees Fahrenheit, 12 degrees below zero Fahrenheit with a wind chill of nearly 40 below. It was dangerous, cold weather. And they advised people to stay in as much as possible. It was just too dangerous of a cold. This year, I think when I went live, I was at maybe 39 degrees, but I think it's fallen a few degrees since then. Angie will give me the official temperature here real quick. This is Penny PV. How you doing, Penny? If I pronounce that right. Angie's at home. She's monitoring the channel at home. She didn't feel like going out today. Angie usually likes to throw me out of the apartment while she does stuff. Besides just monitoring the channel. Sorry about that, excuse me. Sinuses this time of year is really bad for me. I can't take any medicine for it because I get nosebleeds. Go past our old edited videos, we used to have a few houses where this gravel parking lot is. There used to be 3 houses there at one time. So I almost had to go back to our older edited videos to see those. A lot of changes in town over the years. So you'd be surprised what used to stood here and there and what businesses has came and gone. Downtown, we're going to lose another business in downtown because they haven't reopened since they shut down. Members we'll be walking past the ballpark today. Remember the early days in April when we used to have developmental baseball? We documented on the channel older videos. And we used to come to ball games in early April where it'd be like 35 degrees. And as the wind chill gets it down to about 30 degrees or even lower. We're gonna cross here, but we gotta yield to oncoming traffic from the south and the north. Well, not gonna get in front of that truck. I'd be feeling a little flat if I do. That used to be a furniture store right there. Now it's almost like a secondhand or one of those closeout stores where they buy closeout items. I want to check that out one of these days. There's a bicycle I'm interested in. As soon as we get down that way, getting our tickets. Yep, we're going to be getting our tickets, just not today. I just don't have the funds today. I just had some bills cleared, and I only got enough to cover rent. And because we got gift cards for Christmas, I don't really want to use the gift cards to buy baseball tickets. So we're going to wait. We're going to pay the $40 increase later. Unless they give us a deal now to say, hey, we're coming in later in January once our financials allows us to buy the tickets in January. Maybe they'll give us a deal, who knows. Just around the holidays, we're still paying off last year's vacation. And of course, we had a lot of unusual expenses going into the holidays. So it made really holiday shopping really rough on us. So that's why we ended up buying gift cards. Everybody loved their gift cards. You can't go wrong with a gift card. especially if you can use it, let's say targeting towards, let's say, a vacation or an out-of-town trip, and you may be low on funds, but you still want to go. Thank you very much. Out-of-town videos, and when we go out of the apartment, it seems like they get better views. We do baseball highlight vlogs from our beloved Clinton Lumber Kings here. We will be walking past the stadium here really quick. We're going to see our famous riverfront up here. We get people from the UK that watches our videos from the UK. They're very impressed with the Mississippi River. But then I say when I go over to the UK, I'll probably, let's say if I go to like London, England, that's on our bucket list, go over to London. If I'm gonna fly once. We're gonna fly over to London, Angie and I, if we have the finances to do it. Just do it once. I would love to see the River Thames over in London, England. The big river that runs in the middle of London, England. And of course, check out some of the amusement parks and really some old buildings that's well maintained over the centuries. Not years, we're talking centuries. Looks like the ballpark is on a little hiatus. So we couldn't come down to the business office anyway, Angie, if we came. So let's say they're closed today. I think they're taking a holiday break. There's a wind of dust there. But this is our famous ballpark. Nelson Cora Field, formerly known as Ashford University Field, formerly known as Alliance Stadium. But the original name is called Riverview Stadium. That's the original name. It was called Riverview Stadium. And how you can call it Riverview Stadium with the dike in the way? Well, the dike was built in the 70s. But I'm pretty sure you've probably seen the river back in the day before the dike was built. They're playing holiday music here. So there's probably somebody in the building if they're playing holiday music. And that. In case you guys attend baseball games and want to know where we sit, mostly, it's very easy to find us at most Lumber King games, not all, but most. You probably see Angie at most of them, probably see me at some, but our seats is right above ramp A. Just go up ramp A, turn left or turn right, and we sit right above ramp A. That's where we sit. So basically what you do to find us at a ball game, go up this ramp, turn to the left or right, turn immediately up the staircase, and up right above the ramp. That's where we sit. And we sit with a bunch of other people. We call it the fun bunch. Okay, they're closed till January, okay. I thought they're taking their Christmas hiatus. So today's ball game has canceled due to no staff. And there's no ball players. Remember those April games, how cold it was? We were bundled up and it was freezing. We got those games on our channel. Cold opening day. Yeah, I think that was the day we left the game early because it got cold for early April. Yes, they've been working. This is about a year old already. Be about a year old this spring. The Pony League Diamonds are over there. Yes, I said Pony League, not Little League. They play in a Pony League here. which is the equivalent of Little League. Yep, they're playing Christmas music. You can hear it? Playing that Christmas music. It is the day after Christmas. We'll probably be hearing the song Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer, probably for the final time. Got 8 people watching. There'll be no buzz traffic. I'll guarantee there'll be no buzz traffic because all the drawbridge operators has been removed off the bridges, and usually the Corps of Engineers, they do lock and dam renovations during this time of year, where they go in, put in new locks, fix the lock walls, and all that stuff. Do a lot of lock and dam maintenance, especially in the lock chamber area. And they'll do all that. Our Eagle's Nest is over there. Not gonna be able to zoom it in today on this camera today. We do have a debate on that video. It's called the Bird Nest Debate. Check out that video. I'm gonna cross here. Yeah, the bird nest is over there. I zoomed in on the other camera because it was a better zoom. I gotta throw these away real quick. We're gonna work our way on the dike. I'm not gonna go around the south, the east river side of the showboat. We're just gonna walk straight down. Yep, that's what a lot of people are saying. It was the Eagle's Nest because it was a pretty big nest and it's situated perfectly. And because it's situated perfectly, there's a chance that that nest could get a little bit bigger within the next few years. Now, it all depends on human activity over there, because it's usually, there's not very many human activity over there because that's private land over there or state-owned land. And usually I don't see a whole lot of people in that direction anyway. Summertime, I don't know how many summertime events we're going to cover this year down there. I did talk about what's our potential plans. The Tailgate Tall Boys concert series be way back there. They're gonna have a new setup this year because a lot of people complain about the parking situation, so they want people to have the entrance closer to the parking. Majority of the parking will be on this side of the events, and people will charge almost $40 to park at other places. They raise a lot of money. Yeah, parking near the event was anywhere from $100 down from $50 to $100 And further away from the event was anywhere from from $25 up to $40. All depends how close the event was. I was told by one person who owned some land, he said he made, during that whole 3-day concert, he said he made about $1,000 in parking. I was surprised he even disclosed it. That's for 3 days. So you divide $1,000 by 3, you're gonna get a carryover. You're gonna have a remainder of like a remaining number, and that's what his average was per day. But most of the parking came when Jelly Roll performed. And Jelly Roll is scheduled to be back again this year, performing down there. So if you're a Jelly Roll fan, check out Tallboy Tailgate and Tall Boys and Tailgate concert series. One of those. Look it up. Got the schedule. Schedule should be out, and it should be great. But unfortunately, we're not live streaming or edited videos. I'm not paying that kind of money, and I can't show anything about it because it is very much copyrighted. It's copyrighted by the promoters. Actually, that's the first time I mentioned our city council and mayor and allowing the promoters of the event to call the shots, because they're the ones that are promoting it. The city's just giving them an opportunity, a place to play at, which is great. Half the performers didn't realize how great our riverfront is up here. When you got the showboat there, you got a restaurant there, you got the Freedom Rock, all this work being done here, and of course you got the this is 2 to 3 lighthouses we got here in town. And this dike, top of the dike is pretty wide. It's about it's about maybe 80 feet wide from the peak of the curve up here to the top, and before it starts curving down. So it's a pretty wide dike. Someone named this as one of the most endangered dikes on the Mississippi River because of the trees, because of the lighthouses. They said it costs seepages. Well, any dike is going to cost seepages because you got rocks laying away. But seepages are not, it's pretty common in most dikes. So what they do, they monitor a seepage to see how bad it is. Alright, thank you very much for hitting the subscribe button. If I pronounce the name S, Reddy, not Rady, Reddy. That's R-E-D-D-Y. We had a lot of good videos up here on the riverfront. We do see big riverboats come through here, like the American Queen. It comes up here. The American Queen, the American Symphony, the Viking Mississippi, which is part of the Viking cruises, and the most unusual event we filmed in August, Flotsam Floating Circus performed here in town. Actually, that is one of our best viewed videos of 2023 with that Flotsam. I filmed almost the entire show So it's worth a watch. It's very, very entertaining. Someone's running a Jake brake on the main bridge. You hear it? Yep, happy holidays, everybody. Last night's live stream, I was posting this up. I know it's late, but have a belated Merry Christmas anyway. I normally do sitting up here, up there by that lighthouse. I'll do like a riverside chat. I told on last night's live stream, we're probably going to be, as weather permits, we're going to do it on Tuesdays, only on Tuesdays. And Mondays is going to be dedicated to walking around town. Probably either early in the day or late in the evening. All depends what we're doing for a daily vlog for that day. We do have an edited video tonight. It's somewhat kind of controversial. I took one of my driving videos. I did, and I rendered it to a 2.5 hour driving video. Cut it down to under 15 minutes, so I went like 10 times speed on the thing. It's very. I put it to some high tempo music I had not played here on YouTube in a long time, so it's something I was kind of being creative with. I was in a creative funk last week, so I decided let's turn one of our summertime driving videos into a lead foot situation. So it's something it's worth watching. You can almost tell where we buffered at too. If I would have had my track phone doing this live stream, I'd be in dead zone on my track phone, but not with this Apple iPhone. I worked out all the live streams I've done up here. I kind of worked out the dead zones. So the more I live stream in certain parts of town, when I started the live stream, I'm still buffering in those places, so I won't go live in that area because I buffer like crazy. I had not solved that problem yet, and the phone hasn't really adjusted to that area. So if we end a live stream in a certain part of town, especially on our way home, but we're going to end this live stream down here by the South Bridge because I got to go into a business and do something. I don't think they want me to come in live. It'd be cool, but I don't think I can do it at other places, but around here, I don't think so. At least I'm not been getting a green light for. But it's a nice overcast day. You don't want to be up here when there's a wind chill. Trust me. I made many mistakes up here when after it snows and the wind is really blowing up here. It really gets super cold with wind chills. So maybe up here, except for going to the restaurant that's up here on the riverfront, that's up that way around the bend. We just walked past it earlier. It's awfully dangerous to walk up here during the winter months when there's a big wind chill factor in play. And today's not that bad. It's just overcast today. I think they'll probably get some volunteers to paint these next year. Looks like they're scheduled to be painted again. No. Oh yeah, were you here that day when we did the anniversary live stream on this cell phone? I found a dollar bill near the local paper, the local newspaper office here in town. I found a dollar bill laying on the ground on the live stream. I always see when I do a live stream, I'm always got my eyes looking around, looking down. So my eyes are always active when I do this, because you gotta be aware of your situation at all times, because you never know, someone can come up and mug you. And I have seen it has happened on live streams, especially in Las Vegas on Fremont. I have seen live streamers get mugged on their live stream. But one thing is, because they mugged somebody on the live stream, the person that did the mugging is now currently sitting in jail with assault charges. And that's another thing I do stress out here on the channel. If you're upset with a person holding a gimbal and a cell phone camera, and if you do not want to be on the live stream, don't approach them and make a fool of yourself. Because that's how I go from 6 viewers up to maybe to 600 in a hurry. Because we will get the word out that, hey, they got Chuck and Angie show, it's got a Karen. It's going to be fun to watch. Get over there right now. As far as we know, yeah, Angie's verifying it. But yeah, I've always had a policy, is I have people who give me a dirty look, and that one block I turned down. I was off camera. I was doing edited videos. This is before I started doing live streams and all that stuff. And I had one guy told me, I'm gonna sit down here for a couple minutes. Actually, let's sit down here. Just to kind of remove these benches, or not these benches, but this bush here. I can see the river better. So I can tell a story right here, okay? I'll tell you the story of what happened in town. And I'll tell you a quick story when I was up here. Okay, when I was doing the edited video, walking around town with the edited video, we got to talk about our YouTube channel. Let me go this way right here so the microphone's not hitting the wind so much. But I had one guy told me, don't film on his block. He doesn't want people to know where he lives. Half the viewers and subscribers don't give a crap who you are or where you live, okay? You're just asking for trouble if you do it on camera. That's why when I go walking through the neighborhoods, I do not point out who lives here, who lives there, because you guys don't care. And about 95% of the time, the YouTuber and creator gets it wrong anyway. So it's never a wise idea to point out who lives here, who lives there, because nobody cares. And that. So that's usually a pretty good rule. Everybody understands that. They'll say, wow, that's a nice house. I'll put the camera on it real quick and look at it, that nice house that they're pointing out. If they said, yes, that is it, that's it. We just continue to walk away. But here's a funny story about the guy who did not want to be filmed on the block. Is after a couple weeks he told me that, he got assaulted. Got personally assaulted. I think he went to the hospital for it and all that stuff. And then about a couple weeks after he got out of the hospital, he saw me again and he asked me perfectly, says, did you ever film on my block? Because you told me you had legal rights to do so. Yes, I have legal rights as long as I'm on a public sidewalk. I just cannot do it on your private property. I told him all the ins and outs on that. I said no, because I respected his wishes of not filming on his block. And he goes, well, you heard the news, right? He goes, yeah, you got assaulted, did you? He said, yep. He apologized for me on that. Now, earlier, let's go backtrack about a year before that. I had my tripod and my Sony cam. Got it set up, let's say example, let's say right there, but it's not right there, but it was mostly up around the bend by the showboat area and that. And the lady goes, nice camera, nice tripod. I said, what are you trying to do? I said, I'm trying to film the boats that goes by. I'm trying to film a couple toll boats that's going to go by here in a couple hours or within the next few minutes. I say, cool. Oh, by the way, do you have a permit for that? I looked at her and says, I don't need a permit to do this. And I say, oh, yes, you do. You need a permit to do this. I say, I asked her to enlighten me. What permit do you think I need? Oh, you need a filming permit. Okay, filming permit. I gave her the biggest bad news. If I was required to get a filming permit, she would not be allowed on the dike. Because when a filming permit goes, it goes for those big video production companies. Huge video production company. I'm just one man, one camera, one editing software. That's it. I'm not like Paramount Pictures, Fox Studios, or MGM Studios. I'm not those big studios where they can bring hundreds of people, hundreds of trucks of equipment, lighting gears, all that stuff, which requires to shut down the roads and all that stuff. That's what the filming permit is for, is to hire local police officers to secure the area, to help secure the area from during the video production. And the video production could take days, if not weeks, in one area. So everybody be inconvenienced in that area, right? So as a YouTuber, you're only being inconvenienced for maybe 3 minutes tops, because I'm just walking around by. YouTubers are usually one take and done. That's been the theme of our channel. Sometimes we do have to take a retake. On live streams, we can't take retakes and that. But on live streams, anything can happen on a live stream, because you never know on a live stream, or anything can happen. But that was the deal of the situation. So we did. Unfortunately, like I said, that lady never had confronted me since then. Neither did that guy after I told him that I will not film on his block. Actually, he does not live in that block no more. I don't think he even lives in town no more, to tell you the truth. And that. Okay, let's move on. I don't want to bore you on any more stories like that, but that's the life of a YouTuber. Anything can happen on a live stream. So if you're one of those people that does not like to be filmed, just remember, people don't care who you are. They're more worried about the creator than the people is in the background. This is one of the famous war monuments. This one got refurbished a few years ago. I do have a video on it. It's an older video. We do have that Christmas tree. We're taking bets how soon they take down that Christmas tree. There's a fountain right down there, which is off for the winter. I do have videos on this, guys, so if you want to go back to check out old videos, I do have videos on this. There's a steel highway cam down there in town, which is on the backside of the History Museum here in town. I'm not gonna walk down that way, Angie, so don't bother go over there to see me on there because I'm not walking by today. I got more people watching on this live stream than the Steel Highway Cam live stream. They only got like 1 or 2 people. I got 7. My live streams are much better, but at least they're not watching a dead railroad track. Trying to find a train, waiting for a train to go by. We did film the Canadian Pacific Holiday Train. I'm hoping you guys are able to watch it during the holiday season. For the ones who missed it, any any ads you see on that live stream, I do not get those revenues. Those revenues go to the copyright owner of all the music. And I've been getting that list has been changing a lot the last 3 or 4 days here on YouTube. So I did not appeal it. It's just where it goes. Hey Brandon, how you doing? Brandon, did you get to see that the 2023 year in review yet? It just got uploaded after we ended our live stream. It finally got uploaded. What's the temp? I had 35 degrees last time I checked. It was on a thermostat down there by the showboat. But Andrew will tell you real quick. How soon they'll take down this Christmas tree, I'll guarantee you it will not be in January. And the Christmas lights here in town, they'll take those down, I'll guarantee you it will not be in January. My bet is in mid to late February. 37 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about what the showboat had. We're gonna not quite backtrack, because when I did the anniversary video, I was on that side of the road. We're going up this side. Copyright music again, dang it. There's Mason. Hi, Mason. Angie's not with me today. She's at home monitoring the channel. But yeah, it's a nice walk today. Gotta walk out those holiday meals. Ate a lot this last holiday. Thanksgiving ham that we had, that was a huge meal. The turkey I showed for the edited people who've seen the edited video. You guys will, on the other one, will see our Christmas video on New Year's Day. All our videos are always, our edited videos are always on a 7-day delay. Unless you're a channel member, you get to see them after 24 hours after it's made. I had to upload 2 videos yesterday. Had to upload 2 videos. One I had to release as soon as I got it done and processed. After it was done, I was able to release it. And the other one, I got released at normal schedule today. I will be making an announcement on January 1st live stream concerning a certain thing here on the channel. 60 degrees in North Carolina. Hey, we got a little subscriber from North Carolina. So we get a couple of viewers from North Carolina. We're just in the heart of downtown. And we don't have much of a downtown at all. This is center downtown. It's right here. This is dead center. Back in the day, downtown shopping was huge. Back in the 70s and just the early couple years in the 1980s. See this building right here? That used to be Peterson Von Maur. You had a shop, those shopping levels on the first, second, and third floor. I think fourth floor was the offices and human resources, but I think it was all 4 floors that had shopping. Over here in this building right here used to be Klein's department store. It took up mainly the first floor, and I think it took the second and third floors. Top floor was always big apartments and that. So there was the crazy shopping days that we had here in town. And of course, Klein's had a secondary store. They had a shoe store over here themselves. So they had like 2 shoe stores in town. We're going to be passing one of them. It's been around for years. Yeah, I remember all these stores in downtown are family owned now. Used to have JCPenney's here in town. That takes up the Wilson building right here. This place is now closed recently. I'd never seen it reopen since early in 2022, just early last year. Then it closed, abruptly closed. Maybe late 2021, I don't know. But I've never seen it reopen. In fact, their Facebook page is down. And looks like they just left things, looks like they left things abandoned. Looks like they abandoned everything in there. Which is, hate to see that. They'd be in with ice cream shops or a hot dog stand. In fact, when we first started this YouTube channel walking downtown on another video, that used to be Gorilla Dogs. But it's nice to see some new business over there in the last couple of years. That opened up the last couple of years. Recently. Rusty Barrel. Never been in there because every time I go by it, when I get a rare night off when it's open, when it's supposed to be open, it's not open. They renovated this Wilson building pretty good over the years. I documented that. Here's a new Thai restaurant. So you get Thai food now in town. Not just Chinese, you get Thai food. We're gonna give it a try one of these days. I can't really mention it, Mason. That's confidential. We signed a confidential with our employer. So I can't really mention what kind of work we do. Just that our employer knows we do YouTube videos. Yeah, that's Thai food that we had there. They redone the Hallmark store. Yes, we still have a Hallmark store. That's Hallmark right there. where this baby buggy comes out, where this guy pushing the baby buggy. That used to be a furniture store at one time. Brown's Shoes, that's Brown's Shoe Fit. They've been in business for a long time. This right here says Corner Deli and all that stuff. That used to be Woolworths. Yeah, that used to be Woolworths. With the famous ice cream. And their restaurant there. Businesses are busy through here today. Hi Mike, how you doing? Merry Christmas. He's one who loves our baseball vlogs. Yeah, most of these are antique stores now. Some are pretty good. Some looks like they're antique, but they're newer made. I think they make them like arts and crafts. So not just antique stores, but most of these are arts and crafts stores. This is really good. You just get that one-of-a-kind item. Yeah, baseball season will be in late May. We'll have the first baseball vlog probably in June. We'll probably do about 3 or 4 of them again this year. We just walked past the ballpark earlier in this live stream. Here's an old post office. I heard this is sold, but I don't know what kind of renovation they'll do with it. You can tell it's not ADA friendly. The Y has been sitting abandoned for a few years. That's going to be an eyesore now. The YW is still open, but the YM's been closed for more than 10 years. Used to have dorms there, but they recently closed those about 6-7 years ago. We'll probably be ending this live stream in a little bit here, because I really gotta go get something here. Okay, they're working here. Don't know what they're planning to do, but looks like it's gonna be Elite Graphics. This side is gonna be Elite Graphics. So all this would be a graphic store, t-shirt printing shop. So it'll be Elite Graphics. They do a lot of graphics in town. That's some of the work they do. Looks like opening in 2024. Maybe they'll do something for the Angie and Chuck show. Who knows? Looks like they're gonna do some. We're gonna reopen some of this. This used to be Sears, but it was not that kind of Sears. It was Sears Appliance, mostly appliance stores. But this is where, and this used to where the MMA was run, operation, run by one of our MMA fighters. He moved his down the street, but I think he's relocated someplace else. Because looks like the MMA fad around here is faded away. It's still popular, but it's hard to promote shows in town when the promoters are crooks. Almost as bad as pro wrestling promoters back in the day. And it's really hard to run an MMA school to get trained for MMA or boxing. Actually, some karate schools are shutting down too. Just can't get class members, can't get people to take classes. It's very important you learn self-defense too. And karate was the best form of self-defense. One of our realtors have become a national chain now, part of a national chain. So the trademark octagon stop sign style realtor signs are no more. They go with the old big bland style. So if you lived in town long enough, like we did, you recognize the octagon sign, or the sign that looks like a stop sign, but usually a sign of a realtor. I'll mention the realtor's name, Howes and Jeffries. They had the stop sign realtors, but ever since they switched over to Coldwell Banking, they changed all their signages. So now it looks bland and the same as everybody else. So now they're not unique. They're not a unique realtor no more. They're just part of the group. But yeah, they're well-known realtors in town. So if you need to buy a house in town, they'll set you up. Banner was there too. Yep, that's right. Banner Furniture, when they first opened up, was there. Okay, up here we see that building right there, that park in front of that building right there, that's Park Tower. That's like a senior home. But those trees right here, rumor had it that was going to be a homeless shelter. It got vetoed by the mayor. It's not a war against the homeless, but they don't want a homeless shelter this close to downtown. Because everybody else in every major city that has homeless shelters near downtown, the homeless was just all over the place. We have our own homeless problem anyway, but we don't need to show them close to downtown and at shopping areas, because it doesn't really look good. You're going to see that in our Chicago trip. We've seen some of that in Chicago, but it's really bad in Vegas, especially on the Strip and Fremont streets. Okay, I think we're going to wrap up this. We're in this live stream because I need to go into the business up here. If you guys not hit that subscribe button, please do. Check our old video. Check our older videos out. We do release videos every day. It's 4:30 Central Standard Time. Also, well, we did not get a gifted membership. That was last night, Chuck. Make sure you check that. Check our community page here on YouTube. We make all our announcements. If we do have a video, live streams or not, or polls, check that page out. And of course, we make our announcements there on our personal Facebook page. Put a like on it or follow us there. We make announcements there concerning about the channel, and we share our videos there. There's a lot of people who watch our videos on Facebook instead of coming to YouTube. And that, of course, on the way out, hit that like button on the way out. All right, we're gonna wrap this up right now. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget the subscribe button and notification bell. The guy refuses to move on the green light. That's good for him. Oh, traffic backup, that's why. And we'll see you at 4:30 Central Standard Time. We have an edited video. See you then. We'll catch our next live stream next week. And we got big announcements next week on our next live stream. We'll see you then.